Chair lays out the following resolution. Secretary will read the resolution.
Senate Resolution 456 by Miles et al. Whereas the University of Houston has provided the Texas Legislature with an impressive group of fellows from its Hobby School of Public Affairs during the 87th session. And whereas the Hobby Fellowship Program was launched in 2013 to give undergraduate students the opportunity to work as full-time interns in the Texas Capitol. Each fellow is assigned to the office of a state legislator and helps support its operations by attending meetings and hearings, interacting with constituents and other stakeholders, and carrying out a range of other functions. In addition to gaining valuable experience in the field of public service, they learn more about the legislative process and the issues facing citizens of the Lone Star State. And whereas the dedicated students who have served as Hobby Fellows during the 87th legislature are Christian Aguirre, Mary Brewster, Faye Jeremiah Mia, Philip Gutierrez, Wasik Javid, Matthew Lair, Miguel Macias, and Mike Negreros. And whereas through their hard work and commitment to excellence, the 2021 Hobby Fellows have rendered invaluable service to their respective legislative offices, and they are indeed deserving of special recognition for their efforts. Now therefore be it resolved that the Senate of the 87th Texas Legislature hereby commend the fellows from the University of Houston Hobby School of Public Affairs for their outstanding contributions to the Texas Legislature and extend to them sincere best wishes for continued success in all their endeavors.
Senator Miles on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I would like to rise in honor of a group today of interns from the Hobby School of Public Affairs at the University of Houston. Named after Lieutenant Governor Bill Hobby, the Hobby Fellows have been working in both the House and the Senate offices since 2013. This session, Hobby Fellows have been serving in both House and Senate offices. They are a group of the brightest individuals. Through their hard work in the 2021 Hobby Fellow have provided invaluable services to the legislative offices during the most unusual legislative session. I have had a Hobby Fellow in my office all 3 sessions that I've been in the Senate, and they have all been top-notch staffers. I'd like to take this time to recognize Hobby Fellow in my office, Mr. Philip Gutierrez. Would you please stand? Senator Betancourt, Philip grew up in your district and graduated from Jersey High School. Philip graduated just a couple of weeks ago from the University of Houston with a major in political science and minor in math. During his time at the University of Houston, he's made all A's with one exception of a B. You're definitely no kin or relationship in any kind of way to Betancourt. Senator Whitmire, that's just, Senator Whitmire, we pulled your academic record when you were at the University of Houston. Anyway, this session's Philip staffed me on nominations. He covered business and commerce and administrative committee. Philip previously interned at the City of Houston for 2 different offices, handling constituent service calls and needs and scheduling to assist in the disaster recovery of Hurricane Harvey. Philip has been a very important part of my team. He kept me scheduled in conduct, and kept my schedule conducting business in a proper manner. Philip is planning on attending law school as his next step. I want to thank Philip this time for his talent and hard work in the session. And I want to go off script right here, Philip, and let you know, real brother, the more I gave, the more you took. You're a hard worker. You should be a young man to be proud of yourself, and your family should be awful proud of you. I think I remember in our conversation, you're the first in your family to graduate college. Represent, my brother, represent. And remember one thing, Senate District 13, Senator Boris Miles will always be here for you. I know your future's bright, and at this time, I'd like to let my colleagues from the Hobby Fellows say a few words. That would be Senator Whitmire and Senator Alvarado about their Hobby Fellows.
Thank you, Senator Miles. Senator Whitmire recognized on the resolution.
Thank you, Senator Miles. A moment ago, members, I probably made the first mistake I've made this session. Certainly, it was the second one, and I can't remember what the first one was. But I introduced Miguel Macias with the Rio Grande group. And he's with the Hobby School. Miguel, nothing wrong with getting a little extra coverage. But I was so excited to get up and talk about you. You're still the outstanding student I talked about 10 minutes ago. You're still an outstanding dreamer that's going to leave here and make a difference here in my community. So thank you. And Senator Miles, thank you for giving me an opportunity to recognize the Hobby School and an outstanding intern. Thank you.
Senator Alvarado on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Miles, thank you for the resolution and inviting us to join you in this. Of course, being a proud U of H alumni, it always gives me great honor and pride to talk about the University of Houston, go Cougs. You know, the Hobby Fellows have always sent us the top-notch students. Renee Cross and her team, they do a good job of recruiting the best and the brightest, and this session is no different. Christian is with us. He's sitting here, and he is originally from Guadalajara, Mexico, and then moved to Chicago, and Houston is his home. And he handled several things for us. He managed the Veterans and Border Security, Higher Education, and worked on the Administration Committee. And his enthusiasm and passion for public service, I know, is going to take him far. He never complains, and he's always on time and dressed very, very nice with a bow tie every day. I always look forward to seeing what color bow tie he's going to have on. But he is so smart and so driven and goes the extra mile. He puts a lot of pride into his work, and that goes a long way. It doesn't go unnoticed. I know a lot of times during session we are busy and things are moving fast and furious, but I want to tell you now how much of an asset you have been to our office, and I look forward to continuing to work with you, and I wish you the best, and we're so proud that you were with us. Thank you.
Senator Betancourt on the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. With Senator Miles's indulgence, could we ask Philip to stand again? Philip, could you stand again? Okay. I'm so happy to hear. Now, how good was his grade point? I mean, how solid was it, Senator Miles?
He had all A's and 1 B throughout his 4-year academic career at the University of Houston.
Right. Now, I just want to say that you had all A's and 1 B. Is that a true story? Okay. Then your GPA was ours combined together. Okay. My first job was in industrial robotics. I just had to make sure they worked. That was almost what seems to be a long time ago, but only 40 years ago. And I do want to tell you that since your founding dean was a senator, okay, and he has apparently just decided not to continue, that your next dean could be Senator Miles or Senator Whitmire or Senator Alvarado, because I'm sure you Cougs from the Hobby Center want to keep that Senate connection going, right, Philip? All right, well, as an Aggie, I salute you, so I give you a whoop. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Miles to close.
Mr. President, it's with great honor that I move to close. I move to adopt SR 456.
Members, you've heard the motion. Is there objection? Hearing and seeing none, resolution is adopted.